Hey, it's Dr. Deal with 5 signs that you're taking out what you're going through personally on the people around you. A mental health check-in. So May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and so I do a mental health check-in for myself, but I wanted to include you guys on that too. And so we want to look at 5 signs, and there's so many more. A way that we take out what we're going through internally and personally on the people around us, and that leads me to number one. We start turning small issues into big issues. Like we take this little thing and we just make it like it is just the end of the world. We call it catastrophizing in mental health world. And so we have to be careful that we're not just taking something that's so minor and minute and just making it this big thing. And that leads me to number two. You're walking into positive environments and you're making them negative because you're going through this thing with yourself and you're taking it out on the people that are in that environment. And so you have to really be careful with that. And that leads me to number three. You've become the complainer, the Debbie Downer, and I forgot what the male version of that is called, but you became the complainer. That is all you do. And people pick up that energy every time you're around. And that leads me to number four. You don't feel like yourself. You really know you need to get some kind of help, or need to talk it out to somebody. And it shows in your facial expressions and your body language when you enter the room, which is why most environments that were positive, you probably are turning them negative. And that leads me to number five. It's always everyone else that's the problem, and it's never us. So when I get into this state, because I do, even as a therapist, I try to sit back and reflect. What am I feeling? What am I going through? And make sure that I'm not taking those emotions out on people that don't deserve them. Because every thought that I have about something does not mean that it's true, and I shouldn't be acting on that towards people. And if you're struggling with this, please seek a therapist so you can talk this out. And do a self check-in sometimes before you go into those spaces. Check in with yourself. All right. Have a great rest of your weekend.